But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before.
I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Like, her shooting ability is, it's her superpower, but the rest of her game is as polished as that, and so it's must-see TV.
You've never seen a player like this. Not in the NCAA, not in the WNBA, not even in the NBA. Caitlin Clark didn't just break records, she shattered expectations. From half-court bombs to no-look dimes, she plays with a confidence that's straight-up scary. Steph Curry sees himself in her. Kevin Durant calls her cold. LeBron James, he flat out said, she's a beast. This isn't hype, this is history. And to start us off, let's hear what King James had to say.
Don't get it twisted, don't get it f***ed up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is gonna happen for the WNBA.
That's not a sports analyst. That's not a headline. That's the king, LeBron James, giving one of the strongest endorsements we've ever heard about a college player, period. And it wasn't a one-time thing. During March Madness, when Caitlin was torching teams with 40-point games and logo threes, LeBron was locked in, watching every game, tweeting live.
Flings it out, Clark, open three, is good! Here's Clark. Will Iowa wind it down? No, that's why! Season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, oh my!
That tweet went viral in seconds. ESPN ran it on loop. NBA players reposted it. LeBron knows what greatness looks like. He's faced it, he's built it. And when he watches Caitlin Clark, he sees more than talent. He sees poise, pressure-proof confidence, killer instinct. Because it's not just the scoring, it's how she runs the floor, how she manipulates the defense, how she bends the game to her will.
I have a great deal of respect for her because I know exactly what it means to be drafted, to be the face of a franchise, and also get the scrutiny from a lot of people that don't believe you're ready for the next jump. And so, me, watching Caitlin, seeing what she's doing, I've been in support of her since day one because I remember myself going through that, and she has my support 100%. She is a transcendent player.
And if LeBron sees a beast, Steph Curry sees something even deeper. Let's talk range.
There's been a lot of talk about Caitlin Clark being an amazing shooter and just someone we're watching. Have you spoken to her? Do you know her? What do you think?
I've been watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the court. The cool part is the way that she plays and her range and the level of difficulty on her shots is obviously a very close comparison to the way that I play.
I was going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has her overall, floor game. She's racking up, close to triple doubles every night, and her shooting ability is, it's her superpower, but the rest of her game is as polished as that, and so it's must-see TV.
When the greatest shooter in NBA history says, "I see myself in her," that's not casual praise. That's Steph Curry seeing a reflection, not just in the 30-foot bombs, but in the way Caitlin Clark plays with joy, freedom, and fearlessness.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. No shot is a bad shot, and when you can shoot it as well as she can. She just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just unseen. And once she crosses half court, she's within her range. It's always a threat. Biggest thing is how she balances that and her playmaking ability to get everybody else involved.
The logo isn't safe anymore, and that's her fault. And Steph didn't stop there. And he's right. She's not just a shooter. She's a floor general, a playmaker, and a disruptor. She leads the NCAA in scoring and assists. That's Curry-level impact, but from a college player. And just like Steph did a decade ago, Caitlin's making defenders look foolish. She's stretching the floor so far, teams are panicking before she even crosses half court.
Release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot it's like that, it's at that level.
So, if LeBron gave her the crown, Steph just handed her the keys to the kingdom. But not every legend focused on flash. Some saw the deeper fire, the competitive DNA. Just ask Shaq.
Apparently you are.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? Well, I don't know about you. You ever heard of Cheryl Miller?
Ever.
Maya Moore?
I said what I said. Ever.
Diana Taurasi?
I said what I said.
No disrespect.
Listen,
Caitlin Clark is amazing.
This is my opinion.
Candace Parker?
Nobody's ever shot it like her.
No, she's like Steph
said what I
Curry.
said.
Yeah.
Shaq doesn't throw around words like best ever. This is the same guy who played with Kobe, battled Jordan, and lived in the paint for 2 decades. So when he looks straight into the camera and calls Caitlin Clark the most dominant women's college player of all time, yeah, that hits different. Shaq's been watching, and what he sees, total takeover ability. He's even said she reminds him of Steph Curry, with the mindset of a killer. But there's something deeper in Shaq's tone. It's respect.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark, besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis.
He knows how rare it is to dominate night after night, to be the one every defense plans for, the one with the target on their back, and still drops 40. She's not just a scorer, she's a problem. And Shaq sees the same thing we do, a player who's not waiting her turn. She's taking it now. And while Shaq sees dominance, the next legend sees something else entirely, a presence, an it factor. Let's talk about Isaiah Thomas.
I actually love the attention that Caitlin has brought to the WNBA, and I admire her as a young woman, not only taking on the challenge, but also accepting it, embracing it, and letting people have their say, but still, what's the word I'm looking for? When you rise above and you stay above the fray. That's kind of what she's doing. And I like that she's doing it that way.
That's not just any legend talking. That's Isaiah Thomas, 2-time NBA champion, Hall of Famer, a floor general who led the bad boy Pistons to war with Jordan. And he's not talking about potential. He's talking about presence. You can't coach it. You can't teach it. And when Zeke says you've got it, that's a green light from one of the smartest basketball minds the league has ever seen. Isaiah's praise wasn't just about buckets. It was about how Caitlin Clark sees the floor, how she studies the game like a scientist. This is someone who knows every rotation, every angle, every weakness, and hits you with the perfect play before you even realize you're out of position. Real game means she's not just built for highlights. She's built for championships. And if Isaiah sees the it factor, Kevin Durant sees something just as dangerous. A cold-blooded shot maker with no fear of the moment. Let's talk KD.
Yeah, she's displaying some skill right now that's like, and she moving fast. Like it look like she don't look like, it look like everybody on that court is way slower than her when she get into her stuff. Like, did you see all the highlights of the whole game?
Yeah, so she pulled 1 3, like a leaning 3. And you can just tell, like, everyone on the court's not expecting her to shoot yet. Like, we're trying to settle in our defense pool. Hey.
And she coming through the lane, crossing over,
crazy
legs,
handle,
pulling
crazy
up.
footwork.
Kevin Durant knows real hoopers, and he doesn't sugarcoat it. He's played with killers, faced legends. But when he talks about Caitlin Clark, it's nothing but respect. No filters, no qualifiers, just skill, recognizing skill. Durant praised her ability to take over games, calling her a straight-up problem. And during March Madness, he tweeted about how she had the gym on fire. What KD sees in Caitlin Clark isn't just flash, it's control, rhythm, scoring from anywhere. Her game is clean, her shot is elite, and her confidence, unshakable. She's not trying to fit a mold. She's bending the game around her. If LeBron sees power, and Steph sees himself, KD sees something just as rare, a hooper's hooper, cold-blooded and ready for war. And while all these legends praised her game, Magic Johnson saw something even bigger, impact. Let's talk legacy.
Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, who many are saying are the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of the WNBA. Do you like that when you hear that?
I like it, and they are.
Were you treated as roughly as they have been treated when you were a rookie?
Of course.
Magic Johnson is more than a Lakers legend. He's a pioneer, one of the faces who helped globalize the NBA in the 80s. So when he says someone is growing the game, that means something. And that's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing. Her games didn't just draw fans, they shattered ratings, packed arenas, viral moments, headlines in every outlet. Magic saw it all. and gave her credit for lifting the sport in real time. In a phone interview with the Associated Press, Magic said, "Those two, especially Caitlin, are definitely a direct result for what's going on in the WNBA." Translation, she didn't just raise the bar, she moved the culture. From the college game to the pros, Caitlin Clark is turning women's basketball into must-see TV. And with legends like Magic backing her, the torch has officially been passed.